This is a Leitz Leica 10-inch Nikon Yashica camera cable cord bell type shutter release. $19.79, free shipping. Uh-oh, it's almost time for another tote. We'll keep pushing it. The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good Monday morning, fellow pickers, would-be adventurers. Dealer here with the Monday edition of the Crazy Picker Life. Well, it's about 30 minutes into Monday. Feeling pretty fatigued. I was sleeping pretty good up until about midnight. I'm going to get my orders packed for Monday, get my first round of business done on Monday, as I typically do coming off a weekend. I try to get my orders caught up so that when Monday actually comes, it's not such a slap in the face. Monday is a school day with my kids, homeschooling. I do some of the teaching, and Monday's always just a busy day answering questions for the business, etc. Packers won on Sunday. My wife is excited. Of course, they've got a hard road ahead. For those Packer fans out there, or I guess more specifically Texan fans, pretty cool game with the snow and everything yesterday. All right, what else? We started to scour the area to see if there's any more rental opportunities for our business for the next 8, 10, 12 months. Came up with a few leads. I might check a few of those out just to have some options. All right, so I'm going to play a little game that I haven't played yet on camera here. It's called Peek and Pack. I just made that up. I'm starting off with a little bit of a head start. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USPS that I packed on Saturday before I shut that down, and a couple of UPS. So we'll see how that goes. First item to pack, Sawa 2000 Deluxe Cookie Cutter. Picked that up at the flea market sometime this last summer. Let's pack it. There it goes. By the way, the cookie deal sold for $23 plus shipping. Legos. Banana Peeler likes to pick up a bunch of Legos. I don't know what we paid for this one. It says $4 on it. Sold for $13.27 plus shipping. Let's pack it. Sold a little picnic vintage aluminum cooler, $66 plus shipping. Picked that up along with a bunch of other ones this summer. Let's pack that thing up, get it out of here. Okay, zoom, zoom. That's a UPSer. That fit barely in a 24 12 by 12. Okay, here is a Graflex flash gun quick release bracket with long screws. That sold for $15.12, free shipping. Little goober box. Zoom. Here's a cute little Arsen camera. Matching case, Arsen. Sold for $133.36. Priority mailbox. Here's a faster aperture zoom lens, a Star Blitz, sold for $32.25 shipped. Another priority mail. Little goober memory card, SanDisk Sony, 4 GB, $17.99 shipped. Little goober box. This is a Chinon rare new old stock bracket for a movie camera, 1/4 inch 20, whatever that means, some sort of bracket, $18.99 shipped. Alright, I notice it's time to get another tote. That tote's full. Let's get another tote going. I'm still awake, are you? Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, so I just printed a bunch more orders. The ones that I did before this I had printed on Saturday, just had not packed. And then this is a pretty good stack here. All came in since then. These I just listed. These are computer fans, 2 of them, sold for $21.99 plus shipping. Okay, pack that one up. Okay, a couple of CB belt buckles going to the same person, $8.50 and $9.68 plus shipping. And we got a Nerf gun, $21.25 plus shipping. Oh, yep. I'm gonna put this one over there. Oh. Okay, next one, grain belt clock. This had a few condition issues. Crack here, crack up there, missing one of the connectors. It does keep time. It looks pretty good. It does light up. It came back. Somebody was disappointed with it. Apparently they hadn't read the description that it wasn't perfect. I think they were full of it. So sold again for $121 plus shipping. Okay, UPS. Oh. Put it in the UPS stack. Next one is this Coors party hat. Went for $11.77 plus shipping. I like it. My noggin's too big for it. I probably would keep it and wear it. Ship it. Alright, put that one there. Had to move a box around to get that in there. I moved it around off camera if you're watching closely. Alright, these are a couple of these United States Navy stickers. I had a whole bunch of different kinds of stickers, ranging from some I sold for $20 all the way down to these have been reduced down. I had so many of them. $2.48 for both of them. I'll just send them in a regular envelope with a regular stamp. This is a Polaroid SX70 tripod mount adapter. $21.98 free shipping. Here's a little Pentax Optio E60 camera, $35.99 free shipping. Uh-oh. Okay, so this is a Carl Zeiss Jenna reprint of lenses from 1891. This sold for $36.76 plus shipping to Canada. Doody-doody-doo. Whoa. Here's an old Speed Graphics Graflex case. $57 free shipping. I would like to see us put some shipping on that in case it got down too low. We'll still make money at $57, but the shipping's going to be $15 or more. Well, UPS is going to get a haul today, aren't they? That's number 5 for the UPSs. That's looking good. This is a Leitz Leica 10-inch Nikon Yashica camera cable cord bell type shutter release. $19.79 free shipping. Uh-oh, it's almost time for another tote. We'll keep pushing it. Nikon F3 diopter correction eyepiece finder, $26.39. Whoops, I started to wrap this one up. There's a little Sears pancake lens in there. Sold for $27.79, free shipping. Now this time of the morning, it is possible to get a little punchy packing these orders. This is sort of the monotony of what I do. But it is a necessary monotony. There's a 2-inch unbranded remote shutter release, $8.99, ships free. Oh, I've got a spot for this one. Look at that. Get down in there. All right, let's get another tote going here. Yeah, we're doing all right. Still going. Here's a Lates Leica 42mm push-on front lens cap. 1906, shipped free. Well, I was trying to find room for that one. We'll just set it in there. Sharp View Cam, high 8, 97 bucks. Comes with AC adapter. Oh, a big one. There we go. There's a nice little Konica lens, 52mm f 1.8. $30.45 shipped. Tripods are not a favorite of mine. There are a few that go well, but for the most part, lots of tripods out there. This is a old Kodak one that extends to 4 feet. $21.46 shipped. That's part of the reason I don't like them. Tough to pack. Alright, another oddball one for the stack. Well, there you go, I did it again. This is a camera in there. It's an OM1 5889 shipped. I just stacked it there on top of those other bigger two. Sometimes I'll use a bigger box. This one's going next door to Colorado, so it's not too expensive to ship that. If it's going to Massachusetts or New York or somewhere across the way, I would try to get it into a 2-pound situation in a smaller box. Whew. No caffeine tonight. Sometimes I do, and then you can motivate a little bit quicker, faster, and then it's hard to take a nap after. I'm hanging in there. We're getting down towards the end. Here's a Sony CyberShot with a charger and a couple batteries, $24.95, free ship. Okay. Keep going. Oh, here's a little Nikon F3 focusing screen. Ooh, that's a good one. That's new old stock, $76.94 for a little goober accessory. Oh. So here's an example of a manual that sort of slipped through the cracks. We've had this one for a couple years, and the price got lowered down early on before I stopped lowering anything under $20 down any farther. $3.08 on sale. We have definitely lost money, a little money on that item, but somebody wants it. You see that big camera on there? Not a lot of those big door stops are worth any money. There are a few that have hot lenses on them. That's a story for another day. Ship it out. Okay, I think we're down to 3 left. Here's a big old Sony TV camera viewfinder part. $42 free shipping. I would have rather had some shipping on that, but it slipped through the cracks, so out it goes. Put that on the 4 high tower there. 2 more left. This is a Seiko Running Man watch, and if you look in the bottom corner that you probably can't see, there's a little dude down there that runs when you run the stopwatch. 60 bucks, free shipping. One more left, unless some come in. One Touch Ultra Blue, $47.99. Ships free on Amazon. Okay, there's the last one for today. I didn't get a count on these, and I don't feel like doing it right now. That's a pretty good weekend. The dollar value was probably a little low per order. I like to say average, but that's probably a little bit low. The quantity was pretty good. Some good ones. Okay, I gotta get home and get a nap in before the chaos starts. People start getting up around my house here pretty soon, but we've got it figured out where I can get a couple hours sleep. I will be back in later to do some more things. Not sure why I showed this like this, but I don't know. Haven't showed packing Monday morning just after midnight, so thanks for hanging with me. Be back in soon. Well, there's Super Van on the end over there. I jump started it and got it over there. So I've done some troubleshooting on Super Van and the electrical system. You know, I can do some of that stuff, and I did look into the idea that there's a parasitic drain on the battery. Something is running or drawing current on that battery and bringing it down. I came to the conclusion in my mind that I needed a new battery anyway, and they sell Interstate batteries. They sell pretty high quality batteries over there. So I'm gonna have them put a new battery in, and along with that just do a couple of tests and see if there's anything that's draining on that battery that shouldn't be. It's kind of interesting. I put a trickle charger or a fast trickle charger on there, and that didn't work very well. I had it on there for like 6 or 8 hours. It wasn't enough. And then I jumped it with Super Van number 2 here, and it started right up. And for whatever reason, then the horn works, right? But the alarm didn't work. When I hit the double button, it didn't give me the little clicker beep that my doors are locked. Then I get it over there, talk to the guy, tell him what's going on a little bit, drop it off, go out to move it around to where he wants it, and I go to lock the doors and the dang thing double clicks and beeps for me. So I probably could get away with just replacing the battery myself. There's been a couple of things with the van that have been minorly glitchy as far as the electrical system. It's supposed to be a commercial van, but there's a few things on there that they cheap Charlie'd a little bit or something. So anyway, gonna have them check it out, put in a battery. I like to do all my own work and stuff like that, but what I need to do is I need to farm out things like that to the experts and just oversee it and keep plowing ahead in my business. I can make as much or more dollars in my business with the time and the energy spent, and if I stay sharp, than if I start mowing my own lawn and doing all this stuff. So I continually am trying to outsource things, and that's another way that you can focus and grow your business, is outsource some of the things that are sapping your brain power and your energy and your time. You only have so much time. There you go. I'm heading down to USPS, drop off, and go running with the boys. It's a beautiful 57 degrees today. We're going to drop off to highs of 20s later in the week. So wrap that up, wrap school up, and be back in the office a little bit later. So what do you think here? It's either a really small hat or it's some sort of a beanie style I got in today, this Guinness hat. Try it out here. See what I think. I don't think that's gonna work in windy extreme winter, but hey, whatever. I gotta have a few new hats for the show or I get picked on, you know. Oh, I always wear the 2 same hats, so we better get a few more. I have enough disposable income to pick up a few new hats. Don't worry about it. Okay, so packed a lot of orders today, starting at 12:30 this morning, 30 minutes after midnight. I didn't count them, but there were a bunch there, and then took a break in the middle and did some things in the middle of the day, mainly running around, getting my van where it needs to be to get fixed, and talking to my current landlord to kind of get a read on the situation. Everything's still pending, no offer in. Just sitting and waiting, but I have a plan. Either way, announced as it happens. Dealer's rolling plan as it happens. I do appreciate everybody out there giving their 2 cents and ideas and thoughts and support. Gonna make it through it. You know, I just need to back off the pace for a while, and then I can handle all these things. When my pace is so heavy, it's like dodging bullets. When my pace is slowed down, I can see it from far away. I just avoid the problems, right? So I had a bunch more orders. I just didn't feel like packing orders tonight, but I got those done first. It's already like 10 p.m. There's just not going to be a lot of, what would you call it? Real work. I mean, packing orders is real work. It has to happen. I've also been answering questions. We're getting hit by questions left and right. I've got a few more I've got to take care of, and I don't know. It'd be an interesting statistic. How many questions do you answer before you get a sale? I probably get a sale for every 4 or 5 questions that I answer. Maybe I'm not that good. I'm only getting 20% or 40% sales. You know, I discourage some people from buying some things just because I can tell from their questions that what I have is not even close to what they want. So you want to discourage those people rather than send them something that they don't need or want, and then it'll come back. So I used to try to sort of sell things to people when they had questions. I don't do that anymore. I qualify them and I discourage half of them. Okay, so I think there's, let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10 USPS already. And then these were, that was a pain in the butt. That's a bow. And I don't even know what that is, but 13 orders I packed tonight again. So I don't know what my total packing for today is, but it's over 40. Might even be closer to 50 orders. Who knows? But my head hurts from packing orders. Let's go talk to Wheeler. Wheeler's got an interesting story going on. He's been listing pretty heavy. His office is looking pretty good. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to joggle some stuff around. There's that massive tripod that we use with my little camera. All right, so there's the tripod. What are you gonna do with it over there?
I got a selfie with it here. You know, I just put my camera there. And whoa, super arms.
Man, okay, super. Man, that's gonna leave a mark.
My arm right off.
Yeah, when you're young, you can get away with that. If I do that in my arm hurts for a month.
Now my shoulders are weirdly sore or whatever. I don't know what's with my shoulders, so they're kind of wimpy too.
Well, it's your sugar diet, but
yeah, probably.
I'm not gonna get into that with you. You know, I'm trying to get your mom to go work out with me at a real gym, like pump some iron,
yeah,
do some weightlifting. I used to do that all the time, and then
that'd be good, yeah.
Then you become invincible.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it would work for you. You got some joint things. You might wear your arms might fall off.
Yeah.
But maybe you and me will do that. I need to do something because I looked
in a gym before in my life.
I looked at myself in the mirror, and I used to have this back like with some muscles and some definition, and now I've got like an old man's back.
Kind of droopy and like.
Not that bad. just I lost all the muscles and definition, and I've got this shoulder thing that's kind of going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't want to get old. I want to get back to Jack LaLanne.
There you go.
Type fitness. That guy was doing, fingertip push-ups at 80.
Yep.
All right, what's going on here?
Well, this is not exactly on the stretcher because I took it off the spring bar to show you here, but this is a Seiko, and if you look up close on that...
No, good luck on that. My camera skills suck.
No problem. That looks super legitimate. Like, it is a nice-looking Seiko watch.
Yeah, it's a bling-bling. So is the bracelet band, is that also fake, or is that
it's
a real...
also fake. As far as I can tell, it's like a stamped. It looks nice. It looks better than some of the real ones.
Okay, all right.
It's kind of funny.
So tell us the story.
The story is, I was, first of all, there were a couple small hints on here. I wouldn't really call them hints, but after the fact I noticed them. There was a Seiko diamond that's kind of odd.
Yeah, so there's some things that are off. We can't...
The brush, well, it's not really off. It's just something I noticed after the fact. I was like, okay, well, that could have been a little bit, whatever. But anyway,
well, explain it clearly. I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, there's stuff that after the fact I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, well,
yeah, but it doesn't match up with what the real watch would be.
I don't know the real watches that well. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know what you're telling me now.
Okay. Well, I'm saying there's some facts that looked a little bit off after that. I don't know. I'll just grab it differently. But anyway, we have this one watch that I picked up at the flea market with a cracked crystal on there. This one's actually Seckio, S-E-C-K-I-O. So it's not spelled right.
Yeah, so they made a watch that is sort of like Seiko, but it's not because they spelled it different.
Yeah, that's a bad fake as far as fakes go. This one here is like a near perfect fake.
Okay, let me interview you a little bit on this. Sometimes that seems to get the story straight.
Yep.
So give me a couple points why this is a fake watch. What tipped you off?
Okay, well, let's see exactly what it was.
Can you make it simple?
Well, basically, the first suspicion was there's this back on here that's supposed to have a screw. You put in a wrench and they unscrew it. And this is common in fake watches. It's actually a snapback. It's not a screwback, even though it looks like it.
So Seiko does not have snapbacks.
Well, just that has the grooves in there and looks like it's a screwback.
So that's not conclusive, but that makes you start to think it's suspicious. Give me something conclusive.
Conclusive is I looked at the inside of the movement here, and it's marked. I forget what the brand on is. Anyway, I looked up the brand, and that's not Seiko watches have Seiko movements in them.
Right. Not okay, so you open it up, you see this brand. Now you're Googling it, and now you're getting the story online.
Yeah, and here this is a Caliber PC33A by. I forget, Ligne, whatever.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Seiko is Japan.
Yeah.
Where's the knockoff made?
Japan.
Still Japan?
Still Japan.
Okay.
Yep.
And how much of that watch is Seiko parts?
0.
And so it's made in a separate factory to look like a Seiko.
Yep.
And then it's sold on the street somehow as a Seiko.
The thing is, it's a 9 out of 10 fake. Like it's right there. It's a nice looking watch.
How much did this watch? When was this watch sold?
Probably the 1990s.
And how much did it sell for then?
No idea.
What's the advantage of making it fake?
$150. I don't know.
Okay, $150. So could the fake people make it cheaper?
Probably. Yeah.
They avoided the patents. I mean, what? I don't get what their edge is.
No, I don't get it.
When you make a Rolex, there's a markup. There's an edge. A Seiko, unless you're mass producing it and have some sort of channel to a country or something.
Well, one thing on this model, I looked up the exact model of this watch. It was around for a long time, and it was a well-known watch where they had, first of all, I guess a couple fakes, and secondly, a lot of companies actually use these to give as employee watches and stuff, so they're well-known, and this was a well-known version of the watch, I guess.
So it was a popular one.
Yeah.
So they made a bunch of them. They figured there was a market, there was a track record, they could get in there.
Yep.
Now, when you pull up this company's name, did they fake other watches?
Well, here's what it is. The movement is by this one company. That's just a random movement they stuck in there. They just bought that from
They bought a cheap movement.
But anyway, the original brand that made this watch, which I actually found the watch here, Swanson Japan Diamond Water Resistant Quartz, it has all the exact same text on it, except Swanson brand.
Okay.
So Swanson is the original manufacturer of this watch. Some industrious entrepreneur type person, but kind of like shady entrepreneur type person, in one of these countries found the Swanson watch. They're like, wow, that is obviously a copy of a Seiko. So they basically just stamped the name Seiko on a bunch of parts of it.
So as a Swanson, they can't get as much money for a Swanson.
No, definitely not worth anything.
So somebody
That's a cheap watch.
So somebody could wholesale buy a bunch of Swansons, stamp a back on it.
Yeah, which the weird thing is the back on the Swanson actually is a Seiko back. I don't know the whole history, but
well, are you sure Seiko? Are you sure Seiko doesn't own Swanson?
Yeah.
And this is just a cheaper gimmicky thing. Who knows?
Yep.
You don't know.
No, the movement in there would be a Seiko, which was a Seiko.
All right.
They're an in-house brand. They make all their stuff in-house.
All right. So here's the bottom line for our business.
Yep.
when you take apart and look at each watch, you have to make a decision at some point. Is this the real thing?
Yep.
Or is this not? And it's not just Rolexes.
Yep.
It can be other things. And so you have to be careful. And are you really worried about it, or are you pretty good at it?
I'm good at it.
So
No,
so I don't have
no
to worry.
worries. But anyway, another thing.
I mean, this
here.
is really technical.
It is very technical. That's the whole issue with this.
Well, I know.
Type of
My
thing.
vlog is not very technical.
Yeah, but anyway, the back here looks very legitimate. It looks like a nice Seiko back and everything, but the model number on there is not for this watch. You look up this model, and this model doesn't look like that watch.
Yeah, it doesn't match
It's
up.
similar,
So
but
the deeper you dig into
that's
it,
another suspicious point.
the
for sure.
more suspicious it gets. Okay.
I mean, this
so what do
thing's
we do?
shiny,
So what do we
this
do
thing's
with
nice
this?
looking.
We
I'm gonna
just keep it, throw it
There's
out.
nothing else I can do with it, so keep it.
Right.
Yep. Because you can list it like somebody did sell one
No.
as Seiko, and then somebody bought it at auction, but
Sure.
who knows? They probably didn't know the difference, but who cares? I'm not selling
Yeah.
stuff like that.
No, we don't need to deal with it.
Yep, that is a shiny, nice looking watch. If that was in that condition and a real Seiko, it's probably $60.
So, more counterfeiting in cameras or watches?
Watches. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So it's
It's-
interesting.
There's sort of counterfeiting cameras, but that's rare, and it has a lot of backstory behind it. Like a lot of them, because a camera's a lot more complex and large scale than a watch for the most
So
part.
when we go to the flea market today and we walk, not in our areas where we shop, but when we go to the booths where there's all the Nike shoe rip-offs and
Yep.
all the Beats have a what name? What are they called?
Well, there's Beats by Dre.
No,
They're the same
some
thing.
of those, some
Well,
of
some of them are weird, but
some of them have one letter off, or
yeah,
anyway,
Yes,
they're all the rip-offs and
Yep.
copies, and something that's $100 is $20, and something that's $400 is $100,
Mhm.
negotiable.
Yep.
So, do you think that this might have been a flea market
Now,
type situation back in the 90s? No.
I'm not sure where they would have sold this exactly, but these two here are flea market fake watches. I have two of them here, and these are even lower end. Like these are the worst fakes I've ever seen. These are Orient X and Seiko. No, yeah, Sekio.
Okay, so those would have been super
Those
cheap.
are what you find with the flea market.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. What else is going on?
Not much. Got some listing stuff.
You almost wore me out with that discussion.
Yeah, I really should make a video on my if I was going to do it right, I would make a video on my channel just explain the technical details for somebody who wanted to listen. But
Well,
because it is very
yeah,
technical.
yeah.
Identifying a fake is a very intuitive. It's not very intuitive.
I mean,
process
look,
to
I
do
have people that watch me that want you to rant on about
Mhm.
technical stuff, forever and ever, and then I have people on the whole other side that just turn the video off
Yep.
when we get into technical stuff, and then a lot of people are right in the middle where they just want to get something out of it that makes general sense. I went, I'm gonna turn this around just for a minute.
Yep. One more thing that after you're done.
I was an engineer in engineering school, and I started out in mechanical engineering, and I found out very shortly that the mechanical engineers are way more technical. They just want to get down into the nuts and bolts of how everything works down to all the way down to the microbe, And I was like, that ain't where I want to be. And so I drank a couple beers and floated away to industrial engineering, where it was more general, like how the world works, macro, That felt better. Okay. But my dad was not a mechanical engineer, but he steered me there. He was a designer, and he got down into that stuff. And now I love my dad. He's gone now. And I love my son, but he's like my dad. He's Microman.
Yep.
Isn't it funny how it skips a generation? And my grandfather, who was a carpenter, was more like me. So it's like every other generation was micro, macro, micro, macro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I remember your dad had a calculator watch, so yeah, he was one of those
Oh, yes.
guys. Pretty funny.
He had a slide ruler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he loved...
They make slide rule watches too. That'd
Well,
be
he's...
cool.
It's funny because you don't do this because you come from a different era, but you do it in a different way. My dad, if you got into a discussion with him, he'd all of a sudden break out pencil and paper. He'd start sketching diagrams and pictures to show his point. I'd be like, oh no, here we go. This is too much information. I don't want to deal with it. And I should have known I didn't want to get into mechanical engineering, but I didn't have a clue. You get into all these discussions and Google and stuff, and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, so trying to summarize the entire thing. Basically,
Do it.
from the beginning, there were 4 yellow flags. That's what I'd say. And eventually, once you start seeing enough yellow flags, you start noticing them, and then you start doing research. And then the 2 of those yellow flags, or a couple of yellow flags, turn to red flags. That sort of.
How about red alerts, sirens? Woo, woo.
Never there. I was just like, okay, this thing's a fake. And then after I noticed that, there were probably another. I don't know what's between a yellow flag and fine, but there were another.
Probably
5
like
that I noticed
probably
from
like
that.
3 or 4 hours
Yeah.
passed.
No, it took me 5 minutes to figure this out. Every single fact I figured out. That's why I'm not very collected on it, because I didn't do a lot of work.
Okay.
So yep, fake.
Fake.
It looks good. It feels good. It's just like here's a real Seiko. It has the same weight. It feels about the same. Because the case is a little bit lighter, actually. Now I noticed, but very similar.
So when can I come shop in our watch store and get myself a new watch?
Go for it.
I guess I own them all, right?
Yeah.
Can I shop in your watches since I own half those too?
Sure.
I kind of like this green one up here.
That's fine.
Is that yours?
Yeah. Bought it at Walmart for $20. And
Really?
Weird strap on it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I like the look of it. I
Yeah.
like the numbers.
Pretty different strap on there. I actually have a different one
Huh.
that we got somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh, let's put it on there somewhere else.
All right.
Let's put one of those in another color.
All right, I got to go do something else.
Yep.
What time are we at?
Oh.
How much do I need to list? It's 10:30. Because I don't care what happens. We're leaving before midnight.
Yeah, breathless a little bit, but I got some other stuff here. I'm going to go back into the watches after 2 more items, some cameras here, because I have a bunch of watches already prepped. So
Well, make
throw
it
some of those in that.
make it so you'll make it without me, because I don't know where
Okay.
I'm going to end up. I got editing of this video, which unfortunately you don't even know what I did, but I packed like 25, 30, 35, I don't know, orders. And I took a picture of each, or I took a video of each item I packed, and as I distributed it to the packing pile.
That'll be fun.
Well, yeah, there's like 90 clips or something. It's, and if I don't snip them all tight and nice,
It'll be 2 hours plus.
no, I just
Won't look
I
that
get in
good.
trouble from some of the people who are watching my editing.
Mm-hmm.
Cold Fork or whatever was back on like episode 44 today, and he said, "Oh, I don't know what you showed there, a plate or something. Improve your edits, thanks." I'm like, what?
My editing's not top notch, but the funny thing is, my editing's about 6 out of 10 because I'm scared my computer's going to die at every single second. So I have to get it done really quick. Once I get a new computer, my editing will jump from a 6 out of 10 to about a 9 out of 10. I have the
Whoa.
knowledge. I just need
Wheeler
to have a computer to
Neistat.
handle it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my channel sucks. That's why I'm kind of rushed.
Okay, Mr.
My
Rush,
computer only works once I blue moon.
Mr. Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, daily vlogging won't work right now.
Yeah, no daily vlogging until you graduate.
That's what I'm saying. That's when it's starting. That's the big deal.
That's the day, huh?
That's the deal.
What's the date? Are you graduate on your birthday?
I don't know, somewhere in there.
Well, you could. You can control it, man.
I see.
Push the pace if you have to.
Yep.
Whatever, man.
When the vlog starts, vlog number 1, vlog pilot. Woo woo woo.
Listing number 1, whatever. Cameras, whatever.
Yep.
Okay, we got a lot of like cryptic language. If you don't watch the vlog every day, you might not get some of the jokes. In fact, I do the vlog every day and I don't even get all the jokes. Well, there's this. Fragile. I know what it is, I just haven't opened it. And I need to turn that off. I've been trying to beat banana peeler. That's important stuff, Mr. Do. I can't beat that darn game. I couldn't beat it in the 80s, and I can't beat my son in the 2016s. And there's this stuff, which I'm supposed to be listing on. I need to do something. Can I just have a day where I don't work hard? and then in reality, I think I worked hard today. So can I just have a day where I worked hard and then I don't have to keep doing stuff until I drop? That's a rhetorical question. All right, I'm going to put this camera off on pause or something. And I'm just going to open that up. And I bought this. I don't even think it's going to be great.
Sure, no.
All right, Wheeler's out here.
Yeah, I'm just admiring
So
your-
for the 999 of you that like my Schlitz collection, you'll like this. This is the Bowl of Fair Schlitz Malt Liquor Recipe Board. Spanish Bull, Schlitz Twist, Sun-Kissed Bull, Schlitz Malt Liquor, 1973. I don't know.
Chalkboard? I think?
Yeah, it's chalk, so I can
That's
write.
what it is? Yeah.
I can write something on there, and then here's the Crown La Schlitz. I gotta screw his head back on there, but there's an actual Schlitz bullhead. Hold this up like we were thinking. We're not gonna be here forever.
Like right up there.
We're gonna hang that from the ceiling, and then we'll have our coffee. We'll come up with 3 or 4 coffee drinks.
Yep.
And list them on there. Even though beer and coffee doesn't seem to quite work, but
whatever.
yeah, whatever. We just like it. So I paid 300. Let's see, 30,000, 3,000.
300 million.
No, let's see, 300 would be $3. 3,000 would be $30. I paid 3,000 pennies for this. So figure that out, I guess. There it is. Wheeler likes it.
Wheeler approves.
Yeah, I had to save it from somebody's junk pile. Somebody was going to buy that and just throw it away practically.
Yep.
All right, let me hit myself in the head 1 or 2 times off camera. Try to get in a state of mind to list something, okay? I'll do it. I'll try to act like I did something today. I know everybody watches me and they're like, dealer, just do something that makes sense. You say pick well, list often, yet you didn't list anything. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I found this TrackMan that we got from Gadget. It's beat all the heck. The packaging is. TrackMan is good. I listed it. I tried to list it on Amazon, but I don't have authorization to list in this category apparently. So I put on eBay for $22 plus shipping. That's it. Let's go put our big number on the board. Boy, I'm doing my part here. I feel bad. I really do. I gotta list more. I gotta list more and pick less often. Pack less often. That's my new saying. List more and pack less often. No wonder we're sinking fast. Look at that. One listing, 22 bucks. One listing, 22 bucks, Wheeler. We gonna make it? I hope so. I didn't know he was in the bathroom. This is the real deal, man. This is this is live, raw, unedited mostly. Thanks for watching. Gotta go. Gotta answer some questions, edit this video. I don't think I'll list another item. I just don't have it in me. Whatever. 99 cents, free shipping, whatever, dealer. If you bid on me, I'll come and pack your items for you for a month. For however much you bid. 99 cent free shipping. We'll start the auction. 7-day auction starting on Wednesday, let's say. Thanks for watching. Pick well, list often. List more, pack less. Dealer out.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer production.